Your tour, watch your step getting off. Every once in a while, the elevator likes to bounce for joy. It's a happy elevator.
No. We're just in program.
Oh, now don't scare them, Lee.
No problem.
Enjoy your tour. See you all in a bit.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. All right, 35 in this elevator. Right on in.
Okay, well, please go to your right.
Perfect zombie apocalypse. Those counterweights. Oh, blast doors, perfect zombie apocalypse.
Comfortable without level concrete. Big turbo.
Oh my goodness.
Make sure there's no flash. Do you want me to take the camera?
You want to?
Well, if you're like... There's no flash going right now.
I don't think so. I don't know that. You're not allowed to flash?
Well, it will reflect right off of it. So there's no sense in taking a picture of it on flash.
That is.
Wait, where did Bevan see?
Wow, let's go look up here. Are we supposed to be in here?
Oh well, we're just gonna walk into a random area, unrestricted.
I don't think this is an
Big
elevator.
turbine. Water's going through that, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, those of you that were in the other elevator, my name's Tom and I'm going to be your guide. If you haven't already noticed, we're a large tunnel. We're a diversion tunnel. It's one of four that they made. Their purpose was to divert the Colorado River around the dam of the building. Each one of these tunnels is 56 feet in diameter, lined with 3 feet of concrete. Each one is approximately 4,000 feet long. In case you're wondering, that's where you're at. Now, once they got all four of these tunnels completed, they built the upper coffer dam in this area. That stopped the flow of the river, diverted it into these tunnels. The river came out down here. So they built the lower coffer dam right there to stop that water from coming into this area. And they pumped the water out and they started digging. They removed 135 feet of silt from the river bottom to get down to solid bedrock from which to set the dam. Then they poured concrete into the dam, and they poured concrete at the rate of 8 cubic yards every 78 seconds, 24/7, for 2 years. That's a lot of concrete. Actually, it's enough that would enable you to build a highway that could cross this country, all the way from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean. They built the power plant. That's where they housed the generators. That's where we're going next. They built the intake towers, which are behind the dam, and their purpose is to take the water from the lake into the intake towers. The water comes around the dam through the penstock pipes, goes under the generators, and it's released downstream. They also built the spillways to Arizona, Nevada. Now, the purpose of the spillways can be compared to the upper drain of your bathtub. When your bathtub's full, you don't want the water flooding over the top under the floor. Well, it's the same principle here. When Lake Mead's full, you don't want the water flooding over the top of the dam because that would flood the power plant. So what's always happening is the water goes in, around, and out. That's always happening. But when Lake Mead's full, the water also goes over the spillways, and that's what prevents it from going over the top of the dam. Now, once all of this was completed, they closed the gates in 3 of the diversion tunnels, and at that point, the only water going downstream is going through that tunnel. At that time, they took down the lower coffer dam. That was 1935. That's when they started filling Lake Mead. The water started backing up, flooded over the top of the upper coffer dam, which they left in place. The water continued to rise until it reached the level intake towers. At that point, the water now could go around the dam through the pipes. So they closed the gate on that diversion tunnel. It took from 1935 to 1941 to fill Lake Mead. Lake Mead is the largest man-made reservoir in the United States. When it was full in 1941, the water went over the spillways, just like they planned it. Now, the only other time the water's gone over those spillways, in addition to that, was during 1983. We didn't plan that. 75% of the water that comes into Lake Mead comes from the west slope of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. In 83, they had a lot of snow up there. When all that melted, the water came here, there's what happened. The water went over the spillways for a little more than 2 months during 1983. You'll notice that pipe that's running under us, that's a penstock pipe, 30 feet in diameter. That's the pipe that takes water from that intake tower around to the generators. Now we're going to head back up to the elevators to go to the power plant. Wait in here for me. Don't go up those steps till I get there. Then you can follow me down. We'll get in line. I'll be putting in 2 elevators, which means I'll split the group in half.